PMAC Movies in the movie room. For a PMAC Movies haul video, we got the Vinegar Syndrome. I believe this was a subscriber sale. You can get like a half-year subscription, and they have like a weekly thing where they have different deals every day of the week, along with new titles. So they also did this in January when they had their 10-year anniversary. So they had $10 movies. This was not that cheap. This was actually right after the store opened up, pretty much from their halfway to Black Friday sale, which I had just received like a few days before this sale started. And then two of the movies that were half off during the halfway to Black Friday sale ended up being like $8.50 cheaper, and I had just gotten them, which was frustrating. But I think I paid like $22.49 or something, and they were $14 during this sale. Which is, I don't really understand them doing it that way, because these were somewhat newer, not very old movies too. Like that was the first time that they had been 50% off, and then they made them $14 right after, which is definitely going to change how I do sales with them. I mean, that's just the way it is. In the overall scheme of things, how much, 17 or 18 bucks or whatever it is, isn't like, it's not going to put me out in my life. That's not going to like cause life issues being out that money. So there's no reason to get real stressed about it. But it is frustrating that you buy something that's seems to be a pretty good deal, and then it's cheaper right after you get it. That was supposed to be like a really good sale, and then it ends up being considerably cheaper. But I did end up getting some stuff. I think I am gonna end up being like more picky going forward, especially now that I got the shelves going. I think it's gonna make me kind of consider things more, even though I have more shelf space. Do I want my shelves burdened with things that I don't really want that bad? Like, that sort of thing. So I think it's going to help in that respect. You might think that it would do the opposite, but I think it's going to help in that respect. Other than that, they did not send me one of my halfway to Black Friday items. I believe it's called Minefield with slipcover. So they were supposed to include that in this package. So hopefully that's in there. And then there was a slipcover that I got from that was damaged a little bit. I sent them a picture. They said they'd send a new one in my subscriber sale week order, which is what this is. I didn't buy any of the new movies. Things very rarely sell out before they're included in a sale, so there's really very minimal reason to pay. Even during half off sales, these things aren't cheap. And they're really not half off sales. You save probably about $8 each. But let's take a look at what we've got here. They put them all. Okay. Let's see how they did this. Okay, so this is actually a cool one. They had one day where they had, I believe, they were $18 4Ks, and I had almost purchased this one during the halfway sale, but I passed on it. So this is actually a 2-movie set. Scream Factory originally put this out on Blu-ray. I passed on it, but I did get it this time. It is the Schizoid X-Ray 4K. So this was one I was really happy was part of that. They advertised that there was going to be that $18 day, and I was hopeful that this would be part of it. I was thinking that chances are less than 50% because this hadn't really been out that long, but it was included. Hopefully I don't get fingerprints all over this. I don't know if I washed my hands well enough, but this is a 4K. I'm not sure if it's a combo. Let's see, it's a 3-disc set. So it's got one of the, each movie has their own 4K disc, and then it looks like they're both on a Blu-ray disc, is what it looks like to me. So that is a cool one for 18 bucks. Would have really been kicking myself if I'd paid the 26 or whatever it was. This was another one that I'd passed on quite a few times. I don't know that I'll like this movie too much. It is an Asian movie, and it seems like it's really divisive. Like, some people really like it, some people don't, like it's gross or whatever. I don't know. I may not like it, and I should be able to sell it and get my money back, hopefully. Again, it was about 18 bucks for the 4K slipcover edition. It is Ebola syndrome. I told myself, if this is one of the ones that is 18 for the 4K, I'm going to go ahead and get it. And it was, so I went ahead and got it. We'll see. We will see. Ebola syndrome. Nice slipcover. Gotta get the Asian movies. This is one I was glad went down to $14 only. I had been interested in this one before. I don't think it was part of the $10 deal, unless it was one of the unadvertised ones. But is Ryan O'Neal and Isabella Rossellini in Tough Guys Don't Dance here on Blu-ray. This one is the first non-4K that I've shown. It's from 1987. It's 109 minutes. It may have been a TV movie. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it seems like that's what's in my memory. And I've read kind of mixed things about that one too. You do have to be careful. I've heard several other people have said they've been missing items in packages, so you definitely need to be careful about that. I did get slipcovers. I got the Amityville Horror, which looks good. And I did get, with my points, they had this Corruption of Chris Miller slipcover, which actually looks like a really nice slipcover. It's got some really nice, like, gloss and embossing on it. It's really nice. And this is considered... I mean, the best giallo, certainly, that Vinegar Syndrome has. And so I was hoping to get a slipcover for my non-slippied copy, and I did, for free. I just used my points. Find somewhere to set those. I was kind of back and forth on this one. Probably the best price it's going to be, I believe... Some of these box sets went down to $25. It is the Camille Keaton in Italy set. It has Madeleine, Tragic Ceremony, and Sex of the Witch. I did do research on this before I bought it. And like I said, I was kind of back and forth on it. But I did decide to go ahead and snag it. Let's take a look at what's in here. We got Sex of the Witch. Looks like they're covered. Tragic Ceremony. Some risque artwork, but look like things are covered there. And Madeleine, so kind of a neat box set. Should be the cheapest it'll ever be, but maybe not. I don't know that a ton of people are buying these. To the side, and we'll go into our second pack. I almost thought they didn't send me Minefield, but I do see it in here. So this is one that I've really heard mixed things, probably mostly negative. But again, will it ever be this cheap? I actually passed on it, and then in the sale went, I think it started at noon, so it would go until noon the next day. And I passed on it that day and decided to order it the next morning. It is the Cardona collection, which I thought this had like a box, but it's actually just like a slip box. And then it's got a slip cover. I figured it would be more like the Camille Keaton set, which is not a big deal. I like the thin packaging. It says from 1978 through 1984. It is a combined 336 minutes. it was like $20, or it might have been cheaper. I can't remember exactly the price. I think it was around 20. So this one is not a big seller for them. Snaggied. This is a pretty cool one. Went down to $14. I believe this has Glenn Ford in it, if I'm not mistaken. This is a Culture Shock releasing with slipcover. It is Raw Nerve here, $14 on Blu-ray. Raw Nerve. I like Glenn Ford. I don't know, maybe he's a geezer in this one, I'm not sure. Probably not that great of a movie, but kind of a cool looking Slippy. Here we go, the one that I was supposed to get last time. Is it in good condition? Looks good. Looks good. It is Michael Ironside. Reminds me of Scanners. Minefield. They got it to me eventually. This is, who put this one out? OCN? Let's see. I don't know, it's one of their partner groups. Canadian International Pictures. This is from 1989. How long did it say it was here? 91 minutes. Experimental CIA mind control program. No, that's just a conspiracy theory. Minefield here. On Blu-ray. This one, I really don't know about this, but I decided to go ahead and get it. People were saying it's actually like a decent slasher, and it is a 4K of Madman with slipcover for only $18. So if I don't want to keep it in the collection, can always get rid of it. Let me know about Madman, because it seems like it's somewhat decently regarded. From 1981, it is 88 minutes. Looks like an 80s slasher to me. So, got that one. How many we got left here? Only a couple. Up next, a VSA. Again, this was pretty like divisive on whether it's good or not. Some people thought it was pretty good, some people not so much. It is Wolfpack. And here's the inside. Pulls out of the bottom like a VHS. Now, I read the proper way to put these back. I mean, it has the plastic on it. But the way to put these back so that the plastic and the slipcover, or the the paperwork doesn't get damaged, is you put a piece of paper or like a card, like an index card or something in there, and then you put it in. So it's not going to get caught on the side there. Wolfpack on Blu-ray. And lastly, this was an interesting one because I really had trouble finding out a whole lot about these movies and this set. So I decided to get it. I wasn't totally sure. It sounds interesting. It's definitely something different. It is the Time-Bending Mysteries of Shahram Mokri. And this is not like a Vinegar Syndrome direct release. Who put this out? Dreamlab Films. It also says Iranian Independence on the back. This is a Deaf Crocodile release. Deaf Crocodile. So this is an interesting one. Because like I said, there's not a whole lot out there about it that I could find. It looks like I'm going to have possibly have to have a sharp object to open this. Or maybe not. I've only opened about 10,000 items between Blu-rays and DVDs. I should be able to figure it out. So it's got a booklet in here. And then it's got 4 discs. And how many movies is this? It looks like it's actually got 4 feature-length movies. I believe this was $25. So that's pretty interesting, pretty neat. You don't really see packaging like this much that I recall. Recently, anyway. So let's see. New 4-part video interview with Shaman Mukri about his career. It says 225 minutes total. So the documentary or the video interview 225 minutes? That's long. But the movies are Ashkan, The Charmed Ring, and Other Stories. That is 92 minutes from 2008. Fish and Cat from 2013, 134 minutes. Invasion from 2017, it is 102 minutes. And Careless Crime from 2020, it is 139 minutes. And then there's a little write-up here about the movie, so we'll take a look at that. What is time? What is memory? Are we in the past or present? Or some strange, unknowable hybrid of the two, haunted by arsonists, bloodsuckers, serial killers, and phantom images of our own selves? The films of Iranian director Shahram Mukri straddle the line between genre and art house cinema. Whether Mobius strip-like meditations on classic 1970s American slasher films, such as Fish and Cat, political thrillers, such as Careless Crime, 1980s new wave sci-fi vampire movies, Invasion, or offbeat Jarmusch meets Tarantino indie mysteries, such as Ashkan, The Charmed Ring, and Other Stories. It's small wonder that Abbas Kiarostami is the last film. 24 frames left a cryptic message on screen in Persian that simply read, Shahram Mukri. Very interesting. I have to look more into this because I really, like I said, know very little about it. But I mean, the time-bending mysteries, very intriguing. And I snagged. So, that's that. And hopefully they included everything. I'm going to have to take a look back and see what I ordered. Seems like it's probably everything, but could be wrong. So, let me know what you snagged up during the Vinegar Syndrome, whatever it's called, midway subscriber sale or whatever it is. Let me know what you got. Let me know your thoughts on what I snagged here today. And I think that's everything. We'll see you next time on PMAC Movies. Baby. PMAC Movies. Just wanted to, before I uploaded that video, I took a look at my emails to make sure I got everything from the sale, because I didn't get everything last time. I was missing a movie that I ordered. I figured I probably, I felt like I ordered more, but I couldn't remember what else I would have ordered. So I looked back at my emails. I was actually missing 2 more. So last time they forgot to include Minefield. This time there's 2 other movies that they forgot to include. So something is very wrong, at least during these sales. Something is very wrong with how Vinegar Syndrome does their packing and shipping. I mean, this is unacceptable for this to happen 2 orders in a row where they say that they've shipped something, but they haven't actually shipped it. It's very strange. I've been buying movies for a long time, and it's very rare that companies screw up. And for it to happen 2 times in a row, I've had Deep Discount send the wrong movie once. I ordered Iron Man, and they sent me Transformers. I've had Indicator forget to include a movie that I ordered before. But, it's maybe a handful of times where I've had mistakes like this. For it to happen twice in a row, it's crazy. So you really got to be watchful of your orders that you get from Vinegar Syndrome, because they're really screwing stuff up. They're saying that they shipped something. They're taking the money for something that they didn't even send you. Not good. But I have to just look through my stuff, make sure there's no other issues, and then send them an email. We'll see you next time, PMAG Movies.